Hi, Karen from Quantum Heart Awakening. Let's drop into a twin flame reading. Let us take the temperature and see what's going on. As always, we have the masculine on the left, feminine on the right, union energies down the center. Let's go. Okay. What do we need to know about masculine energy? Inner knowing in reverse. This is in alignment with the stories that we've had. Masculine energies are trying to excavate the connection with their inner feminine, which is their connection to their intuition. And so there's something in question right now for the masculines. Yeah, re-energize. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the message again. There's a call to re-energize your life, divine masculines, and this is in alignment with the reevaluation of what is your flavor of a firm foundation. And then we have turn away. Yeah, this is another discernment piece. It's in the reverse. So masculines are struggling to make these pretty big discernments of what they no longer want in their life, what they're ready to walk away from. Yes, okay, sorry. Let me get anything for feminines. Anything for divine feminines? What do we need to know, divine feminines? Okay, hope. I feel like we got this the other day. Okay, feminines, okay. Yeah, losing hope. Doubting the journey. Questioning what this was all for. Was it real? Gentleness. Yeah, feminines, you're being called to have a profound amount of grace right now for yourself and others. And then we have decisions in the in reverse. Okay, so both energies are struggling with discernment right now. Struggling to, let me not always say struggling. Some of you, yes, are struggling to make these discernments, but really what it is that feminine and masculine energies collectively are at a massive intersection or a fork in the road where decisions are now having to be made. There's no, you can no longer put off these decisions for another day. Okay, in the in the reverse, excuse me, for the union energies, we have dreaming. Beautiful. But notice it's in the reverse. Okay, so hold on, let me get the rest of the cards. Okay, you're gonna crack up. What do we get for the union energies? We got discernment. I mean, I can't make this stuff up. And I'm not going to try. It would be much harder for me to make this stuff up. Okay, and then we have communication and dreaming in reverse and solitude upright. Okay, let me just feel this for a moment. Okay, in the union energy, sorry, there's just a sadness overcoming this energy. You know, masculines and feminines right now, you've been through so much stuff. You've been through so much pain, so many trials and tribulations, a lot of triumphant moments, and a lot of moments where we've fallen down and it's become incredibly difficult to get back up every time we've fallen. Because of this, some of you may have stopped believing in your dreams or the dream of maybe coming into union with your inner and outer parts. Right now, there is no communication or lack of communication in your dynamic, and this is intentional. Remember that human chaos is divine order. This is a time of solitude. Both energies are being called to go inward. Anything else for union energies before I switch decks, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else? Okay. Didn't think so. Let's see. Let's get some questions. Let's get some divine questions. Can I get a card for them? Okay. Okay, we have a bunch. What am I cleaning up or converting? This is for masculine energy. What can I learn from observation? And then in the reverse, we have what is mine for the doing. Yeah, so masculines may be struggling to discern what is their work and what is other, where feminines have been doing this work for quite a long time. And from my assessment of the journey thus far on my own path and this path, feminine energy has been able to discern pretty early on what is theirs and what is other. And I think some of the pain that has erupted from these connections is that masculine energies haven't been so sure. And so this could have resulted in blaming the feminines for certain things, or blaming any external parties. So the masculines right now are, sorry, I'm just getting all this straight. Yeah, the masculines right now are struggling with this discernment of looking inward and backward and saying, okay, what was mine? What can I take accountability for and responsibility for? Maybe the actions or the results of the past, masculines are finally, just even entertaining the concept that they may have played a bigger role in the pain and the suffering, or maybe they're just becoming more aware that they have had a profound effect on the feminine, or on themselves for that matter. A message for the masculine energies we've gotten over and over again is that they have felt they've been left out in the cold in many different junctures in their life. And some of the awakening that we saw, was it yesterday's Divine Masculine reading? I can't remember at this point. They were having an awakening around that they were leaving themselves out in the cold. So they're taking accountability and responsibility for those moments where they chose not to participate. They chose not to share their emotional truth. They chose not to take action when they deeply wanted to take action. And now masculines are understanding, because of those choices, they have left themselves out in the cold. So this is a very important individuation process. This is a very important rite of passage for the divine masculines. Wow. Okay. Whoops. Yeah. What am I cleaning up or converting? Whoop. All right. We have, sorry, my cards are shooting all over the place. Okay. So this is for feminines. What am I opening into? Emergence, a metamorphosis card. And then what gift awaits? We have this beautiful cottonwood tree glitter card. What gifts awaits? Yeah, feminines, you've been learning this beautiful message of, I'm going to put this here actually. You've been learning this beautiful message that following your joy, following your bliss, your pleasure is actually what is of the highest and best good for self and other. So often, feminine energy has been in service to the collective at the expense of self. But this is no longer. We are being called to have radical boundaries around our own joy, pleasure, nourishment, grounding. Okay. Whew, sorry, I just got really heavy feeling. If you saw me, I'm like slumped over on my little chair here. I feel very heavy. It feels like my upper body is like 50 pounds that I cannot support. It's a very intense, acute feeling. Feminines, if you're carrying the weight of the world on your back and in your hearts, please be incredibly gentle with yourself. This is a time of grace. This is not a time of work. This is not a time of action. This is a time of profound grace. What actions, rituals, prayers, affirmations support you in this moment? Wow, it's really dense, feminines. I'm sending you so much love as you are in this learning process and discernment process over what is yours and what is time to let go of. You know what's interesting? I'm feeling, hold on, I gotta move this energy. Let me just shake it out for a second. Wow. That was heavy as anything. Holy crap. It's still in me a little bit, but it's dissipated. So, okay, what's very fascinating about this reading is I'm sensing the mirroring happening here. So, divine masculines are working on discernment over what they can take accountability for and responsibility for. Feminines are actually working on discernment over the same thing, but actually what is not mine, because masculines have taken accountability or have not taken accountability for things that were theirs, and feminines have taken accountability for things that were not theirs. So there's a calling home of accountability for masculines and a releasing of accountability for feminines. This will help bring the scales into balance, the scales of justice. This is really fascinating right now. Okay, questions for union energies. Let's see what we have. Let's see, we have reflect. What does standing still reveal? Okay, this is supportive of the solitude card. And then we have shelter. How can I be of service? And then we have the clouds card. I love these cosmic cards. These cards don't have a specific message other than... actually, that's not true. I could get the book. Let me see. Let me just feel this for one moment. Okay, there is a massive calibration taking place between the two and also with the collective union. The collective union, it's no secret that this union, this twin flame union, this hierogamous way of relating in the world is to be in service to the collective, right? We're here to shift the way relationship paradigms and love paradigms are showing up on the planet. Literally, there's no aspect of society and of life that this love of these unions, this profound godlike, godly love will affect. There's no part of society that this will not affect, is what I'm trying to say. And so how can we be in service? You know, again, I'm going to bring this idea about sustainability. We cannot be in service to the collective unless it's sustainable. What do you need for it to be sustainable? You know, we have to become masters of self before we can be completely masterful in service to the collective. So what does that mean? We have to honor our boundaries. We have to be diligent about communicating our limitations, our limits. When have we had enough? Is it time to rest? So I've been living a very monastic lifestyle the last 3 years of my life. I kind of blew up my life. I sold my house. I quit my job. I got rid of a lot of my belongings, and I've kind of been on this pilgrimage into my own soul over the last 3 years. And a big part of the work I've done in the last 3 years in this solitude has been really reclaiming my own boundaries around what I need to be me. The first work, you know, usually the first layer of our inner work that we're doing is healing, right? Healing from the actual 3D lifetime crap that we've dealt with that has had an adverse effect on our existence, right? That's like the fat you skim off the soup, right? That's the first step. That's the first layer we skim off. Then the second part of it is once you kind of get in the rhythm of like, okay, my healing is sustainable, right? I'm not saying that we are healed once and we're cured and we never have to do inner work again. However, I am saying that you do reach a critical mass of healing where the idea of potentials no longer scare you, and you have a certain level of confidence that you will be able to handle any sort of chaos that is thrown your way. Once you can reach that level of kind of internal fortitude and endurance and confidence, that's when the gifts start showing up, right? Feminine's got this what gift awaits, this glitter card. Excuse me, I'm talking a lot. I mean, I'm always talking a lot, but this is the moment in time where all the gifts start to reveal themselves. And so the next part of our work is then becoming a diligent steward of these gifts. You know, you have to remember that with each rotation around the spiral, we become a different person. because we are a different version of self, we have to get to know who this person is. We have to get reacquainted with true self, or whatever you want to call it. And so a huge part of that, with each new version of self, with each new metamorphosis, comes a new flavor of chaos, comes new boundaries, new fears, new gifts, new joys, new pleasures, new desires. And all of those things require different things from us. So we have to really be diligent about getting to know self at each stage of the game. Yeah, I'm so drawn to the solitude card and this reflect card. What does standing still reveal? Have you been able to carve out sacred space for yourself? Can you do that? I know life is busy, and I know not everyone could take 3 years off of their life like I kind of did, which was crazy, but I did it. I planned for it, right? Made a plan, I did it, and now I'm in the process of it. And let me tell you, if you would have told me just 3 years ago that I'd be doing oracle readings on YouTube, like, it would have blown my mind. I would have been like, you're nuts, get out of here. It just wasn't, I was just about to say it wasn't in the cards. Pun, totally unexpected, unplanned. It really wasn't in my cards if I had to choose an outcome for my life, but this has become the gift that has shown up. It's where I tend to tap into another piece of myself, right? It's like I'm entering a portal that I would not have otherwise been able to access. So what does standing still reveal? And how can you carve out sacred, safe space to stand still? Yeah, and in the unconscious for the union energies, we have this dabble card. What would help me feel safe in opening up? Part of this, forget union, forget anyone else external. Part of this is like, what would help me feel safe in opening up to myself, in bringing my deepest desires, my deepest fears, my deepest truth to the surface? What do you need to feel safe? And remember, one of the messages in the yesterday reading was that we're learning to step into this role as the divine parent. You're learning to parent yourself. It doesn't matter what type of parenting you were raised with, whether it was incredible or terrible or anywhere in between. You are being called to this higher level of parenting, of responsibility for your feelings, thoughts, emotions, fears, any sort of pain. Beautiful. I'm only 17 minutes in, you guys, and I am freaking wiped out. Holy crap. All right, let's get some goddess cards. You know what? Actually, I did want to read... hold on. Let me just read that cloud card. I thought that was... Oops, celestial cards. Here we go. Cloud, sky. Oh, it's a sky card. Okay, some words associated with it. Expansive, freeing, open, big picture, blank slate, imagination, observation, thought process. Yeah, it's not an accident we got the sky card in this sort of discernment, solitary reflection category, right? Can you take sacred safe space to step into a blank slate? And this is a concept from depth psychology, can you sit in the open void space, the blank solitary space, long enough until something arrives? I'm not saying that you're injecting meaning into this moment or you're trying to excavate something from this moment. Can you kneel at the altar of the void space and be patient and open, aware, and awake to what may gift itself over to you? I feel high right now, you guys. This reading is sending me like, I'm very much in my crown chakra. I feel deeply almost like the room is spinning here. Okay, for masculines, we have resistance. Anything else for masculines? God, masculines keep getting the same cards. It's unbelievable. /#ordinary, because our job here is to take the extraordinary out of God, the extraordinary out of the divine, the extraordinary out of the quantum field. It is completely ordinary that the quantum field supports us. Yeah, truth. Okay, so masculines are working on the alchemization of their truth. They're meeting resistance, and the answer is to connect with source. They continue to get this celestial alignment card. They are continuing to nourish and nurture this path with the divine. Masculines, it may feel uncomfortable. That's okay. Keep going. Keep asking questions. Keep asking for support. Keep sharing your vulnerability, even if it's with just God alone. That's better than no one. It is safe for you to be vulnerable. It is safe to share your truth, the truth of your fears, your desires, and this is a big one, the truth of your faults. It's safe for you to take accountability for all the times you screwed up. Not only is it safe, but I can't tell you what world is going to open up for you on the other side of this accountability. Ooh, I'm getting emotional because I'm feeling the pain of the masculine's inability or fear or contraction or the prison that their ego has kept them in, and under the illusions that it's not safe or masculine or cool to be vulnerable. And simultaneously, I'm feeling the weight of the feminine energy who have felt so alone with the truth. They've missed their partner. They want you to come home. They want you to come home to the truth. It is safe for you to come home and share vulnerably. Sorry, that's an intense message. Okay. I'm cracking up because I just pulled cards for the feminine and we have feeling safe. It is safe to live your truth out loud. It is safe to surrender. It is safe to trust your intuition. And there's so much soul forgiveness waiting for you all, waiting for everyone. You're being asked to shine your light and celebrate your divine lineage. And in the unconscious, we have etheric cords for the union energy. For me, this is about I'm just going to call out feminines and masculines for all the times you thought you were doing this work alone. It's BS. It's just not true. You have all of these sacred etheric cords and connections to the divine. You have all of these, you have your entire spirit team, your soul crew, your angels, archangels, God. You have so much freaking support on this path. Anything else for union energy, spirit? Wow, this is an emotional reading for me. Okay, we have grounding, we have miracles, and we have harvest in reverse. So something that both energies are working with right now is discerning over what is, when you go out to the fields to harvest your crops, you have to make, God, so many micro discernments. Okay, is this crop ready? Should I pick it? Are these green beans ready to be eaten, or do they need another day or two on the vine? Is this corn ready? How about the squash, the zucchini, the tomatoes? Sometimes when you leave a tomato just one extra day, the birds and the squirrels and the chipmunks know, okay, it's ripe. Okay, this one's for me. And they munch on it. So union energies, you are learning to make these micro discernments around what are you harvesting from the past, present, and future. The more you ground, the more you will have access to this divine alignment, the more you will be nourished and informed on what to harvest. And in the unconscious, we also have joy. Yeah, this path, masculines and feminines, it doesn't have to be all pain. You know, I know you've been through so much pain and trauma and activations and dysregulations. And I'm so proud of you for still standing. I'm so proud of you for, you know, if you're listening to this, you are still grinding it out. You are still committed to the path, even in the process of rebelling against it. Oh, wow. It doesn't have to be all pain. You are being called to, as you harvest, to harvest a little joy and pleasure for yourself. What would your inner child, how would your inner child harvest things from your life? What would they pick out as the ripe fruit, the ripe veggies? What would they pick out as the things to harvest in your life? Okay. Masculines, please. Justice. Okay. Masculines, you have profound power right now to balance the scales of justice. Feminines, you are accessing discernment over what is time to move away from union energies. Oh my God, we have forgiveness in reverse. Okay. This is some of the biggest, being able to forgive is some of the hardest work we'll ever learn how to do. And to be able to discern what forgiveness is and what it is not is really important. Both energies are learning how to do this. You know, what's interesting about forgiveness is when there's still so much love for a person, place, or thing. And yet sometimes that forgiveness, when we withhold forgiveness, it's really displaced desire, right? When we fail to forgive someone, it's probably because we still love them and we're still upset that they harmed us in some way, shape, or form. And if we hold our forgiveness hostage, then we think somehow it's giving us some form of power, but really what it's doing is it's draining your power because it's taking up the space where love should be. Oh my God. I'm not making this up. We have love in reverse. Yeah, feminines, masculines, where are you holding your love hostage? Is it time to let it all go? Wow, I want to cry like really, really hard right now. It's that kind of energy. It's like a release cry. So if some of you feel the need to vibrate your emotional bodies, please feel free. You could do that now. I won't hear you, but I can hold space for you and I can pray for you and hold love. Hold on, dropping cards. Oh my goodness. Like, you can't make this stuff up. Commitment. And then blessings. You know, so much of what the feminine and masculines are going through is this discernment over what we need to step into commitment. What do we really feel about love? What do we really feel about our past relationships? Whether it's, you know, parental, familial, or romantic. What are these things? Can I get another card for masculines, please? Oof. Okay, we have friendship and home. Wow. And justice. Okay, a message we got in the Divine Masculine reading the other day was around that they were evaluating discernments over who to keep in their life, specifically friendship circles, other masculines, other people, family contacts. Something about these discernments are affecting the home, and masculines deeply desire to bring justice to a home life, or this could be a home frequency. This could be first, second, third chakra stuff, mainly first chakra, root chakra stuff. You know, your stability. What did you grow up with? Are you in alignment with your family beliefs, or have you been called in a new direction? Bringing justice and balance to your own home frequency. Another message in this is that, and I don't know, I'm having a difficult time discerning if I'm projecting this narrative or this is coming through me. This hasn't happened to me in a while, but I'm just going to name it because it might be for someone else. It might not be mine, is what I'm saying. Another small narrative here is around masculine energy realizing that to step into inner and outer union with their beloved, they're recognizing the key to a sustainable commitment and a sustainable, firm foundation to build the home of their dreams. They have to have friendship first. And maybe masculines, you're bringing justice and awareness and balance back to all of your relationships where that hasn't been the case. How many partners have you had where you haven't been friends first, or you haven't cultivated the friendship first? When you cultivate a friendship first, there's a higher level of accountability in the relationship. And this, yes, this could equate to the feeling of more pressure, right? When you're best friends with someone, it's much harder to take advantage of them or to screw them over or to take something, to take their mind, bodies, and souls for your own pleasure. Ugh, I can't make this up. We have the family card. Masculines, you are in a beautiful, deep, deep inquiry around what is family to you, what is home, what do you want to be part of your home, and what is sustainable for you to create a safe space for a family, for that profound, pristine, precious family. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Incredible reading. Feminines, anything for feminine spirit? Thank you for being with us on this crazy path. We have boundaries in reverse. Okay, feminines, you have the same work all the time. Boundaries, making discernments around what you need to be you. What would help you be sustainably you? What boundaries do you need? Do you need a safe home life? Do you need financial support? Do you need love? Do you need more emotional connection than physical connection? By honing your truth and being able to open your throat chakra and communicate these boundaries, it is in direct correlation with your own healing journey. Anything else for feminines? And then we have financial health. So yeah, okay, feminines, this could be boundaries around money issues, whatever financial health is to you. This could also be daring to share your fears about money to your partner or to your beloved or to your friends and family. What are those fears right now? This could be creating boundaries around financial independence, or, which I think is very common, I think there's a lot of feminine energies that would like their masculines to show up with financial support in balance to the way feminines show up to the masculines with emotional, spiritual support. This battle of this idea and these things has been going on for a very long time. And, we're learning to never give our full sovereignty and power away to someone else. And financial manipulation has been something that the feminines have been deeply fearful of. And we had to be, right? In our history of the world, we were considered property at one point. We were considered, like dependent on our partners. And then we have inspiration. I'm just going to keep that separate. Okay. Yeah, feminines, this financial health is very important. So feel into the truth of it. Really be honest. Journal about it. I'm going to leave that there. I could do a whole reading on that. Is there anything else? Just in the unconscious, we have prosperity. Beloveds, I'm going to leave it there. What a wild reading.